Hello students, hope you all are fine. Already we have discussed 5 types of problems in tangent and normal. Hope you have watched the videos and you have understood very well about these 5 topics. Now it is the time to have more practice. So in this video I am going to take some mixed type of problems from all the 5 types so that you can easily identify the problem and you can attempt it very easily. So let us come to the problems. Here is the first problem. In this problem, we need to prove that the curve y square is equal to 4x and the second curve x square plus y square minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0 touch each other at point 1, plus minus 2. The word which is to be taken care here is touch each other. As the two curves may touch each other, may intersect each other, or may not neither intersect nor touch each other. Here we need to prove that these two curves touch each other. So let me draw figure for touching of two curves. Like this is one of the curve and this is another curve. These two curves are touching each other at point P. And if we talk about the intersection, then this is one of the curve and like this is the second curve. So in this case, these two curves are intersecting each other. So here in the question, we need to prove that these two touch each other. So what is the meaning of touch each other? Touch each other means when the curve touch each other, it means the two curves having the common tangent, isn't it? So if the two curves having the common tangent, it means the slope of tangent of first curve as well as slope of tangent of second curve will remain same. So basically we need to prove that slope of tangent of these two curves at the given points remain same. I hope you understood the concept. So now what will be the working process? Here we will calculate first of all the point of intersection. Okay. So after calculating point of intersection of the two curves, we need to calculate slope of tangent for the two curves at the points that we have calculated. If these points are 1 plus minus 2, whichsoever we have to prove, then our problem will be solved. So let us proceed step by step. So let us take P is a point having its coordinate x1, y1 at which curves touch each other. So we have selected the coordinate for point P. Now we'll calculate slope of tangent as well as the point of intersection of the two curves. So very first, let us calculate point of intersection. And point of intersection is x1, y1. So basically we are calculating the value of x1 and y1. So for that, you know very well, we will substitute this value of y square from curve 1 to curve 2. So putting y square is equal to 4x in second curve. So clearly it will be x square plus 4x minus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. Further, it can be written as x square minus 2x, it is minus 2x, not plus 2x, plus 1 is equal to 0, which is nothing but simply x minus 1 whole square. So we are having x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0, and you know very well which implies the value of x as 1. So this is the value of x coordinate, that is x1, for the given curve. Now let us calculate, or we can say x1 is equal to 1. Now let us calculate the value of y by putting this value of x in any of the curve. So let us put this value in this curve. So it is y square is equal to 4 into 1. So you are getting y square is equal to 4, means y is equal to plus minus 2. So therefore, points of intersection that we have named x1 and y1 or p are 1, 2 or p1 minus 2. So these are the two coordinates where the two curves may intersect or may touch each other. Now we need to prove that these are the points where curve touch each other. So for that we need to calculate slope of tangent of the two curves. Slope of tangent for first curve is, we are having the slope as y square is equal to 4x. So to find out slope of tangent, we need to calculate derivative 2y into dy upon dx is equal to 4. Let us consider that this dy upon dx represent m1, that is the slope of line 1. So from here we are getting m1 is equal to 4 upon 2y, or you can say 2 upon y. Now let us calculate this at the given points. At P1 to m1 is clearly 1, and at point P1 minus 2 clearly m1 is equal to minus 1. Now we need to take for the next curve. The next curve is slope of tangent for second curve. So we are having x square plus y square. Let me check the equation of the curve. It is minus 6y plus 1 is equal to 0. So we calculate derivative of this. It's 2x plus 2y dy upon dx minus 6, it is 6x I think, not y. Is equal to 0. Let us consider that this dy upon dx as m2, that is the slope of the second curve. So from here we are getting 2y into m2 is equal to 6 minus 2x. So it gives us m2 is equal to 3 minus x upon y. Now let us calculate m2 at the 2 points. One is P12 and other is P1 minus 2. So at P12, m2 is equal to 3 minus 1 upon 2. Clearly we are getting 1, and at P1 minus 2 we are getting m2 is equal to 3 minus 1 upon minus 2, which is clearly is equal to minus 1. So we are getting from the two results m1, that is slope of tangent of curve first at point 1, 2 is 1, as well as for the second curve it is 1. Similarly at another point 1 minus 2, the slope is same for the two curves. It means the two curves have the common tangent. So therefore we can say that the curve touch each other. So as m1 is equal to m2 at P1 plus minus 2. So therefore curves touch each other at P1 plus minus 2, and that is we need to prove in the given problem. So I hope you understood that first of all calculate point of intersection, that we got 1 and plus minus 2, and later on we proved that at these 2 points slope of tangent remains same for the two curves, which shows the result that curves touch each other. Here is the second problem in front of you. It is we need to find out the equation of tangent to the curve y is equal to cos x plus y, where the line x plus 2y is parallel to the tangent and the limit for x is given in which it is bound, which is minus 2 pi to 2 pi. So for this let me draw curve first of all. This is the curve y is equal to cos x plus y, which is given to us. We need to calculate the equation of tangent. Let me draw tangent to the curve. This is tangent to the curve at any point P, and a line is given which is parallel to this tangent. This is the line. X plus 2y is equal to 0, which is parallel to the tangent. So clearly slope of this line is equal to the slope of the tangent, and we'll use the same concept to calculate the slope of tangent as well as the equation of tangent. Okay, so let us consider that P x1 y1 be the point on curve at which tangent is drawn. So using the curve y is equal to cos x plus y, we can find out slope of tangent, that is dy upon dx. So dy upon dx is equal to clearly minus sine x plus y into 1 plus dy upon dx. So let us further simplify this thing. It is dy upon dx is equal to minus sine x plus y minus sine x plus y into dy upon dx, and from here you are getting dy upon dx is equal to minus sine x plus y upon 1 plus sine x plus y. This is at any point. We are not taking it as x1 y1. We can now calculate this at x1 y1. So at P x1 y1, if we are taking the slope, it will be dy upon dx is equal to minus sine x1 plus y1 upon 1 plus sine x1 plus y1. Now the slope of tangent is parallel to the line x plus 2y at point P. So let us calculate slope of tangent of the line now. So slope of tangent is of line. Let me write the equation of line as well. X plus 2y is equal to 0 is, using the concept of minus a upon b, we are having minus 1 upon 2. So as this line is parallel to the tangent, as given line parallel to tangent at P x1 y1. Therefore, we have the two slopes equal, that is minus 1 upon 2 is equal to minus sine x1 plus y1 upon 1 plus sine x1 plus y1. So, after cross multiplication and simplifying, we are having 1 plus sine x1 plus y1 is equal to 2 sine x1 plus y1. From here it is clear that sine x1 plus y1 is equal to 1. So this is the relation that we are getting for after putting the slopes equal. Here we are getting sine x1 plus y1 is equal to 1, and the equation of the curve that is given to us, let us calculate that also at x1 y1. Equation of curve at P x1 y1 is y1 is equal to cos x1 plus y1. Now here sine x1 plus y1 is equal to 1. We know very well, wherever the sine x1 plus y1 is 1, then cos x1 plus y1 will be 0, because the value of sine angle is 1 at odd multiple of pi by 2, and the value of cos at odd multiple of pi by 2 is 0. So from here, if we compare these two, we get that y1 will be equal to 0. Let us write this as in a way, number 1, number 2. So from 1 and 2, we are having y1 is equal to 0. So let us calculate the value of x1 here. We are getting sine x1 plus y1 is equal to 1, and the range for x, or we can say for x1, because we are talking about the point P now, it is minus 2 pi less than equal to x1 less than equal to 2 pi. So we need to calculate the value of x1. y1 is 0 here, so such that this remain in the range minus 2 pi to 2 pi, and it is very clear that for these values sine will be 1 for the two values. One is minus 3 pi by 2 and other is pi by 2. Why this is so? Let me explain it with the help of quadrant. From minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, if the very first value minus 3 pi by 2, sine minus 3 pi by 2 will be 1, because it is sine minus theta is minus sine theta, and due to it is in between third and fourth quadrant, will remain minus sine, and minus sine 3 pi by 2 will be 1 itself. Again, let us come to the next. If we are talking about minus pi by 2, so for minus pi by 2, it is minus 1, because sine minus pi by 2, sine minus pi by 2 will be minus 1. So we will leave this value. Next, let us take 3 pi by 2. For sine 3 pi by 2, you know very well the value will again be minus 1. So it will not justify. So the next value between the range is pi by 2. So within the given range, only two values satisfy the given relation, So from here, as y1 is equal to 0, so implies x1 either minus 3 pi by 2 or pi by 2. So now we need to calculate equation of tangent on the 2 points. So we are having points P, one is minus 3 pi by 2 0 and other is P pi by 2 0. So now next let us calculate equation of tangent at P minus 3 pi by 2, 0. You know very well what is the equation. So it is y minus y1, that is 0, is equal to slope. Slope is clearly minus 1 upon 2, which already we have calculated, into x minus x1, that is x plus 3 pi by 2. So after solving this, you are getting 4y is equal to minus 2x minus 3 pi, which implies that one of the equation of the tangent is 2x plus 4y plus 3 pi is equal to 0. So the second equation, this is the first equation, and the second equation of tangent at point pi by 2, 0 is y minus 0 is equal to minus 1 upon 2 x minus pi by 2. So clearly from here you are getting 4y is equal to minus 2x plus 5. So the equation is 2x plus 4y is equal to 5. So these are the two equations for the given curve. So I hope you understood the concept and you know how to solve these problems. Now let us come to the next problem. It is, show that the normal at any point theta to the curve x is equal to a cos theta plus a theta sin theta, and the second curve is also given, is at a constant distance from the origin. So very first thing is very simple, you can say. Here we need to calculate equation of normal to the given curve, and the curve is given in the form of function which is a parametric function, and you know very well that how to calculate dy upon dx in case of parametric function. So after calculating dy upon dx, we can say that we have calculated slope of tangent, and you know very well that slope of tangent can gives us slope of normal very easily by taking negative reciprocal of it. The second part of the question is, we need to prove that this normal means line is at a constant distance from the origin. So here we need to take another concept which you have studied in your 11th class, that the distance of a point from a line. So let me recall this concept to you first. Here the point P having its coordinate x1, y1, and the line L having its equation as ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So if we need to calculate the distance of this point P from line L, we are talking about the perpendicular distance here, then the distance is given by ax1 plus by1 plus c upon square root of a square plus b square and modulus of it. So simply we have replaced this x with x1 and y with y1, the coordinate of point P, and this gives us the perpendicular distance of a point from the given line. So in the given problem that we have with us, here L is the normal to the curve and P is the point whose coordinates given to us as 0, 0. So we can easily calculate this distance and we can prove that this distance is 0, is constant. So now let us proceed. First of all, as I told you, we need to calculate slope of tangent at any point theta. So for that we need to calculate dy upon dx. So as x is given to us as a cos theta plus a theta sin theta. So from here dx upon d theta is minus a sin theta plus, here we'll use product rule, A is constant, remain outside, and here theta into cos theta plus sin theta into 1. First function derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. So from here you are getting minus A sin theta plus A theta cos theta plus A sin theta. A sin theta get cancelled with equal and opposite signs. So it is A theta cos theta. Now y is given to us as A sin theta minus A theta cos theta. So let us calculate dy upon d theta from here. Dy upon d theta is A cos theta minus A is constant, remain outside. So using the same first function derivative of second, that is minus sin theta plus cos theta into derivative of theta, that is 1. So which is equal to A cos theta minus, it will changes to plus A theta sin theta and minus A cos theta. So clearly you are getting A theta sin theta from here. Now you know very well how to calculate dy upon dx. So dy upon dx is clearly tan theta, because A theta sin theta divided by A theta cos theta, only tan theta is left, or we should write it as sin theta upon cos theta. Let us see that in which form it is easy for us to calculate equation of normal. This is the slope of tangent. So clearly slope of normal is either we can say minus 1 upon tan theta, or we can have minus cos theta upon sin theta. So now let us calculate equation of normal. At theta, point is theta, so remain values of x and y at theta remain same. So using the equation y minus y1, so y1 is clearly the value of y which is given at theta. It is A sin theta minus A theta cos theta. A sin theta minus A theta cos theta. I am using negative sign here to so that's why using bracket. So to avoid the mistake, we are using bracket over here. So which is equal to the slope as the value of y1 and x1 in the form of sin theta cos theta. So better to use the slope of normal in the form of sin and cos instead of cot. So let me write it as minus cos theta upon sin theta into x minus x1. Let me check the value. Here the x1 is A cos theta plus A theta sin theta. A cos theta plus will changes to minus because of this minus sign. A theta sin theta. So multiplying this sin theta, or we are applying cross multiplication. It is y sin theta minus A sin square theta plus, due to this minus sign changes to plus, A theta sin theta cos theta is equal to minus x cos theta plus A cos square theta and plus A theta sin theta cos theta. I've just multiplied the things. So if we observe, then A theta sin theta cos theta is same from both sides, so can be cancelled, and let us transpose all the values to the same side. It is x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to, this is A sin square theta with negative sign will changes to plus A sin square theta, and here to the right hand side we are having sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is nothing but simply 1. So the equation that we are getting of the normal is x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to a. So this is the equation of normal. The first part of the problem we have done. Now the next part is to show, second part of the problem is to show that normal is at constant distance from origin. Origin means 0, 0. So simply we need to use the formula that just I have discussed with you. Distance of 0, 0 from normal is equal to ax1. Here x1 means x will be replaced with 0. So this will be 0 into cos theta, that is 0. Plus again y is replaced by the y coordinate, that is 0. So again it is 0. ax1 plus by1, a is cos theta and x1 is 0 means 0 we are getting. Similarly 0 we are getting here, minus a upon square root of a square plus b square. Here a is cos theta and b is sin theta. So cos square theta plus sin square theta and modulus of it, which is clearly equal to a, and which is clearly a constant. Okay, so that's why we have proved that the distance of normal from origin is constant. So we can write hence proved. Come to problem number 4. It is show that the line x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1 touches the curve y is equal to b e power minus x upon a at the point where it crosses the y-axis. So let us understand the question first. Here show that this line touches the curve. What does it mean? That this line is tangent to this curve. So the thing that we need to prove that the equation of tangent on this curve is x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. Where the point given to us is where it crosses. It means the tangent crosses y-axis. So we know very well where the curve crosses y-axis. So the curve will cross y-axis when x is equal to 0. We know very well that for x and y-axis, any curve which pass through y-axis at any point on y-axis, always x remain 0. So the coordinate of this point will be certainly 0, and let us consider the y coordinate as b. So the thing that we should notice is the x coordinate is 0. So by using the concept that x is equal to 0 is one of the point on this curve, because at that particular point we need to calculate equation of tangent. So let us calculate the point where it crosses the y-axis by putting x is equal to 0 in the curve. So first of all, let us calculate the coordinate of this point P, which is 0 for x coordinate, and let us calculate the y coordinate over here. So taking y is equal to b e power minus x upon a crosses y-axis when clearly x is equal to 0. So putting x is equal to 0 here, y is equal to b e power 0 clearly, and you know very well any number is to power 0 is 1. So we are getting y is equal to b. So already we have taken b by chance. So the point or we can say required point, where we need to calculate tangent is, let us name P is 0B. Okay. Now let us calculate equation of tangent. For equation of tangent, we need to calculate slope of tangent. And for slope of tangent, we calculate dy upon dx. So dy upon dx is clearly b is constant, and the derivative of e power minus x is e power minus x upon a into minus 1 upon a. You know very well this thing, this concept, you know very well. So at point 0b, we have dy upon dx is equal to b, or we can say minus b upon a, combining these two, into e power 0, which is minus b upon a. So slope of tangent we are having, passing point we are having. So now it is very easy for us to calculate equation of tangent. Equation of tangent is, using the same y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus y1 is clearly b, is equal to m, which is minus b upon a, x minus x1. So applying cross multiplication, ay minus ab is equal to minus bx, and further you are getting bx, I should write first, bx plus ay is equal to ab. But the equation that we are looking at is x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. So if we observe the equation that we find out, if we divide both sides by ab, then clearly we will be having 1 over here, and the required form of the equation is bx upon ab plus ay upon ab is equal to ab upon ab, which is nothing but clearly x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1, and this is the result, and we can write hence proved. So you should be very careful that when it is given crosses y-axis, so to calculate the point, put x is equal to 0, and when it is given crosses x-axis, you need to put y is equal to 0, and that will be the passing point of curve at which the slope is to slope of tangent or tangent is to be found out. Here is one of the very good problem in front of you. This is not tough, just little bit tricky. So let us discuss this problem. This is, show that the angle between the tangent at any point P and the line joining P to the origin O is same at all points on the curve log x square plus y square is equal to k tan inverse y upon x. So in this question, the basic theme is to find the angle between the tangent drawn at any point P to this curve and between the line joining this point P to the origin. So let me explain it with the help of a figure. Here is the figure. In this figure, this is the curve given to us, and this is a point P on the given curve at which the tangent, let us name it as Q, PQ tangent is drawn, and this P point is joining to the origin. So basically, according to question, we need to calculate the angle between the tangent PQ and the line joining P and O. It means we need to calculate angle OPQ, and we need to prove that this angle POQ remains same everywhere on the given curve. So means we need to calculate the angle between the two lines. One is tangent and other is OP. So let us suppose alpha, beta are the coordinates of this point P. Now you know very well that how to calculate the slope of tangent of this PQ. Yes, it is by calculating dy upon dx from the given curve. So let P alpha beta be the point on the curve at which tangent is drawn. So let us calculate slope of tangent. Given curve is log x square plus y square is equal to k tan inverse y upon x. So I hope you are very good in calculating differentiation now, and easily you can calculate its differentiation. So 1 upon x square plus y square into 2x plus 2y into dy upon dx is equal to k into 1 upon 1 plus y square upon x square into square of x in the denominator, and we are having x into dy upon dx minus y into 1. So at both sides we are using chain rule. Now x square get cancelled with this x square after taking LCM. So cancelling x and taking LCM, we are getting 2x, and let for a while for easy writing, let me consider that dy upon dx is equal to m1. So we are having 2x plus 2y into m1 upon x square plus y square is equal to k into x into m1 minus y upon x square plus y square. You know very well that this denominators are same, so we can cancel out. So calculating the value of m1 from here, so we are getting m1 is equal to minus ky minus 2x upon 2y minus kx, taking kx m1 to the left hand side and then m1 common and after division. So simplifying it further, ky plus 2x upon 2y minus 2y plus kx. So this is m1, that is the slope of tangent of the curve at any point which is xy, but we need to calculate it on P. So let us mention at point P, which we have already considered coordinate as alpha beta. So therefore m1 is k beta plus 2 alpha upon k alpha minus 2 beta. So this is m1 with us. Now we need to calculate the slope of line OP as well. Let us come to the figure again. We know very well that coordinates of O, that is origin, are 0, 0, and the coordinate of P we have considered alpha beta. So if you remember, then the slope of OP can be calculated by using formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, because this is the line where two passing point of the line are given. So by using the same, we are getting beta minus 0 upon alpha minus 0, which is nothing but simply beta upon alpha. So let me write this. Slope of line OP is beta minus 0 upon alpha minus 0, means y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is beta upon alpha. And for simplify it, let me name it as M2. Now the two lines are here, one is PQ and other is OP, and slope of tangent of both the lines we are having. So easily by using the formula of angle between two lines, we can calculate angle between these two. So using tan theta is equal to M1 minus M2 upon 1 plus M1 M2. We can easily calculate tangent of angle between the two lines. Let's name it as theta. So here putting the value of M1 and M2, we are getting tan theta is equal to M1, which is this one with us, KB minus plus 2 alpha K upon K alpha minus 2 beta minus M2, which is beta upon alpha upon 1 plus M1 K beta plus 2 alpha upon K alpha minus 2 beta into beta upon alpha, M1 into M2. Let us simplify this thing further. So we are getting, taking LCM, so denominators are same, get cancelled, and after cancellation we are left with K alpha beta plus 2 alpha square minus K alpha beta plus 2 beta square upon K alpha square minus 2 alpha beta plus K beta square plus 2 alpha beta. Further, we find that K alpha beta get cancelled and 2 alpha beta get cancelled because of opposite signs. So we are left with 2 common, alpha square plus beta square in the numerator, and taking K common from these two. So it is alpha square plus beta square in the denominator. So ultimately we are left with 2 upon K, which is tan theta. So therefore theta is simply tan inverse 2 upon K. And what is 2 and what is K? Both are the constant. So means the angle theta does not depend upon any of the variable. So wherever this point P lies, the angle remain always constant, which is tan inverse 2 upon K. So which implies that angle remain same at each point on the curve. So you need to just find out by reading the question that what is the basic thing that we need to find out. Here are some more problems that for these I am giving only hint to you, so you yourself have to solve these. The next is, show that the curves this and this intersect at right angle. So the concept behind this is very simple. You just need to prove that slope of tangent on these two curves will satisfy the condition that M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. So you will complete this solution in 2 steps. Number 1, to find out the point of intersection, and then to calculate slope of tangent of the two curves at that point. But here in this solution you have to take care one thing, that instead of calculating x1 and y1 in terms of a, b, better to calculate x1 upon y1, or you can say x1 square upon y1 square for bettering time telling you, then directly this value x1 square upon y1 square can be placed when you are going to prove m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. The next is show that x upon a power n plus y upon b power n is equal to 2 touches the straight line this for all n belongs to natural number at a point AB. So again the concept is that we need to prove that this line is the equation of tangent to this curve and the point is given to you. So just find out the slope of tangent on the point AB and then easily you can calculate the equation of the line, that is the equation of the tangent which we need to prove. The next is show that the curves this and this cut at right angles if k square is equal to 512. So the concept behind this question and this question is very same. We need to prove these two cut at right angle if the condition is k square is equal to 512. The same, first of all calculate the point of intersection, then number 2 find out the slope of tangent of the two curves and put m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So when you will put this condition, automatically your result will be with you. Next is find the equation of normal at x is equal to 0 on the curve this. So here in this curve you need to take care of one thing only. This is 1 plus x whole power y. You have to consider it as a third function. You can name it as third function as z, and you need to calculate its derivative by taking log on both sides, and then you place the values of this dz upon dx over here in this function, means in the derivative of this function. So easily you can find out the equation of normal for this problem as well. So I hope you can attempt all the problems very well. So keep learning and stay safe. Thank you.